Let us know what's new from Campeys, I guess. Just going by the title of your first slide, Ian. So,
yes. What's new from Campeys? Well, actually, this is new. This is the first time I've done one of these, and if you knew the battle I'd had to get myself to understand how to work me iMac in conjunction with the Dropbox and then Zoom and everything, and Coral and Julia were very patient and put up with a lot of practices until tonight. I think we've got it to work, so we've got fingers crossed. But I guess everybody knows who we are, so the first few slides are probably a little bit irrelevant for this gathering, but because I was going to do this presentation or part of it last autumn, in the spring down in London, I thought we'd just go through it again. And other than to say welcome everybody, it's all right talking about safety and spray chemicals and seeds and all the other aspects of our industry, but what really does excite people, I think, is big shiny toys. We've got a few here that we'd like to show you, but just initially, just to introduce the company as it stands presently, we'll just show you where we're based, which is 20 miles south of Manchester, a little place called Macclesfield. And Macclesfield is best known realistically for the silk trade, and that's probably why our patron, the chairman of the company, Mr. Campey, he always wears silk underwear, I guess. That's one of the reasons. He started the business off 30 years ago. It's more than 35 years and getting on. And his background was in sports turf contracting. And one of the things that we've always been very keen on and still are is looking for innovative pieces of equipment to fit into the scheme of what we do. And I'm sure that you all know innovation and trying to get it to work and to bring it into the marketplace and market it successfully, it's got a lot of pitfalls. As I once said somewhere, that on the road to Thailand, very often you end up in sock shop, and I'm sure you can reconcile that. And you kiss an awful lot of frogs before you get to where you want to be with a good piece of equipment. And we've been quite fortunate, and because of the far-sighted management, we've done very well. And a lot of our work is done in conjunction with people like yourselves who are listening tonight, turf grass growers, greenkeepers, groundsmen, anybody in the industry that has a fair idea of what it's all about, where we all want to go. We work closely with them and try anything that's going. We've exported machinery all over the place, and we've always had a strong input into the design of any equipment that's been built for us. And we've got a lot of patents down to our name, and as a result of that, it is quite an expensive business, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware. And we're always looking to move forward somewhere. A few of our exclusive product brands, which we send all over the world, incorporate some of these names. Some of them will be familiar with you, and some of them not so. We've just got involved with a company called Old Trek, who developed a battery operated 100% electric out front rotary mower. Fleischmann, we'll talk a little bit about that. Air 2 G2 was the first real successful forced air injector and decompactor. We have products under our own brand name. We're well known for Image products, Dakota, which we bring in from America, Coro, which we launched, and where's my screen gone? Bear with me a second. I've lost my screen. There we go. So Omarv is an Italian company that we import their flail collectors, very heavy duty, very good for SSSIs, and then of course Vrido, which we're all very familiar with. As a result of Richard's falling from grace in Holland last year. Now we've got a dealer network throughout the world, and I think at the last count we had product being shipped to 31 countries at the last count. We've recently appointed a new export salesman, and he's been working the Pacific Rim for a number of years, and we anticipate that that number of countries will increase. It accounts this year for about 45% of our turnover, so it's quite a significant area. During this trying time that we've all had, we have held up surprisingly well in spite of everything that's been thrown against us. We've done an awful lot with social media. We've sold a huge amount of used product. We've made great strides in our social media sales. And also, because the way our business operates, orders have been placed and they're being shipped. We've managed to get product into the country as well and re-exported. So we've held our turnover is going to not quite be where it was this time last year, but it's fairly close. Instead of doing about